I never film at my desk, but let's go ahead. So some of the terms that you get thrown around a lot in the martial arts community is people will say, oh, so-and-so is well-respected, or this art is well-respected or well-established. And then other times you will hear people say, this lineage considers this other lineage a joke. You realize these are all terms of kind of circle jerk, right? For somebody to be well-respected or commonly derided or to be considered a joke or to be considered very, very good, all requires a bunch of people to agree. And that's all that is. Now, depending on the available evidence, it may or may not be true. But the fact is that blanket statements of, oh, so-and-so is well-respected, and I'm guilty of saying that myself. So-and-so is well-respected. By whom? Why does their opinion matter, right? Or, oh, such and such is a joke. Again, according to whom? And why does their opinion matter? So most of the time when we say things like that, we have to qualify things a lot. This comes down to even more serious things. A lot of people, man, it is really, really popular for people to call other people in the martial arts world frauds. And you have to be really careful about that, because that is a term with serious legal consequences. Like, you can literally get sued for defamation if you call somebody a fraud and they decide to take you to court and can prove otherwise. Like, there are some serious legal ramifications for calling somebody a fraud. So best not to do that. Now, if you think that somebody is truly committing fraud, then you're best off gathering evidence, hiring an investigator, whatever. Do the legwork so that you're covering yourself legally. And is it important to call out frauds? Well, some people will say it is, some people say it's not. Just the same way, is it important to say so-and-so is a joke or so-and-so is well-respected? All we're really doing when we go undertake these actions is we are basically tilting the bias. And that's all we are. That's all we're doing. And so anytime that you are engaging in tilting the bias towards whatever your bias is, you have to understand that you don't know everything. Nobody does. None of us know everything. None of us have all the facts. And I can tell you flat out, there have been multiple times where people I respected said or did something flat out stupid that made me want to keep some distance between us. And there are other times where people that I do not respect at all have said factually correct things and given good advice. Where does that leave us? Well, it doesn't leave us anywhere, because none of it matters. Ultimately, what it comes down to is that there are going to be things you agree with, and there's going to be things that you disagree with. There are going to be people you support and people you don't. And the fact is that the more we spend time trying to promote or defame others is time that we're taking away from training. I remember a story my Kung Fu brother told me. He's an instructor under Dan Inosanto, as well as being part of our Wing Chun lineage. And the story was, somebody went up to Sifu Dan and said, oh, somebody's, talking bad about you online. And apparently Inosanto's response was, no time for that, still got training to do. Or something to that effect. And I think that is a brilliant response. Right? How do you prove people wrong or prove people right? By doing the work. And talking doesn't do much. I mean, if somebody is legitimately causing harm, then maybe, stepping in and interjecting is the right thing to do. But quite often, you're just satisfying your ego, and it's not going to do anything else. People are still going to fall before the feet of false idols, and and people will still create their own little circle jerks of, well, we all agree with each other, so let's all promote each other. I mean, that's just human nature. And so at the end of the day, I think it is far, far, far more important to spend your time training and edifying and educating than gossiping, because that's really what it comes down to. It's all just gossip, and gossip's not worth much. All right, I'm going to talk to you guys later. Good journey.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, give the dog a bone. You can follow us on our other social media accounts, and if you really like us, you can head over to Amazon and buy a shirt. You can also go over to Gumroad and purchase some of our instructional courses. All of the links will be provided and also on our website. If you happen to be in the Phoenix area, we would love to meet you. Come drop in for a class, even just to chat. And if you're looking for a new home, we would be happy to have you. So until next time, good journey.